Guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm scrapbooking these 3 photos, which aren't really fantastic photos. They're like photos of the things on the ship that, you know, have to happen to make the ship work, right? Today's sketch is this one by Lisa Marie. It's got 2 photos. I'm doing 3, so let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I went ahead and pulled out a blue on blue background. This is a paper house paper. It's got a sailboat on the other side that says "Seize the Day" on it. And it's real pretty, but I needed a background, right? So in the sketch over here, it's got like this block of color, and then it's got some hexagon kind of decorations on it. So I decided that my block of color was going to be a piece of paper, and my hexagon decorations was going to be the 2 splotty dotty stencils that I've done a couple weeks ago that have been sitting around just waiting for the right moment to be used. And I think this was the right moment to be used, you guys. So I grabbed a piece of 8.5 by 11 yellow paper, and I'm going to mat my photo right on top of that. Fun fact, I just forgot what I was going to say. What was I going to say? I don't remember. Yeah, I just don't remember. I don't know, you guys. I really do think I'm starting to get old. Sometimes I wake up and the body's just like, oh, what did you do yesterday? You ever felt that way? So I've got this kind of holographic mesh, and I've had this holographic mesh for a hot minute. I got it a long time ago on clearance from Joann's, and you used to have to buy it by the yard. It was 32 cents per yard, and I ended up getting it on clearance for $2 because it was a full roll of it. And I'm peeling back the cardboard right now, and holy Moses, you guys, I've got a lot of it. So I might that might last until I'm dead, quite frankly, because it's been around a while. But I felt like with the sketch and the florals on there that were there, that I knew I was going to be covering up a whole heck of a lot of real estate. I knew that I needed something on there. So I decided to bring in this meshy stuff instead of florals or anything like that, right? Because this isn't pretty stuff that we're looking at. We got like the floor mopper that they use to kind of like suck up the water off of the deck. We've got like the rooms. It's got the oxygen room, the acetylene room, and then it has like the bits that hold on to the lifeboats, right? Like it's not pretty stuff to look at. It's not really anything where you're like, oh, that is so amazingly awesome and cool. Obviously, we thought it was amazingly awesome and cool because we took pictures of it, but not your typical, like, here they are things, right? Now, also, my ATG decided to be a little bit of a stinker and got itself kind of corn-fuzzled in there, so I decided I needed to fix that. Sometimes when I fix my ATG, I can just put it back in and wrap it up with the tape that's already in there. Sometimes I rip out that used up tape roll and start over, and that's what I did this time. I just ripped that bad boy out, threw it in the bin, and started over, and now my ATG is fabulous again. Now, I also decided that not only was I going to add an extra photo to this bad boy, but I was also going to turn the orientation of the photos and not the entire sketch. And I think that sometimes we look at a sketch and we're like, oh, my photos don't match that. I know, I'll just flip the sketch. And that's great. Like, you can totally turn a sketch, twist a sketch, like 180 it, whatever you need to do. But you can also use the base of the sketch and just flip things on the sketch itself, right? Like, it doesn't have to be a full, this entire honkin' piece of a sketch needs to be turned. It can be like, oh, I'm just gonna turn the photos. And that's what I did. I just turned the photos. Their orientation is a little bit different. Now, I had no idea what I was going to do for the title area. I thought about bringing the title down and putting it over the splotty dotty stenciled areas. But then I was like, you know what? No, because I've covered up a whole heck of a lot of this stenciled bit, I'm going to keep my title up, and I'm going to be able to show off the splotty dotty bits, right? Like I did the small splotty dotty stencil and the big splotty dotty stencil, and layered them on top of each other. If you did not watch the video, the large splotty dotty stencil was done with ink, and the smaller ones was done with, pretty sure it was a chroma glaze, I want to say. Some sort of glaze. So that is there, right? And I'm like, okay. I do have this frame that I cut apart the other day for that one layout, still kind of hanging out on my desk, not really doing anything with it. And I'm like, oh, the yellows are a good match. So I should just take this, pop it up at the front, or not up at the front, up at the top of this layout right here. And then, hello, I've got another big pop of that gorgeous yellow color. I've got a base where I can kind of build up some sort of title decoration, right? I'm like, I am feeling this. So I will say I would not have the title that I have now if it did not stick down to the sticker that I stuck it on. But it started to tear up the sticker because it's a cheap little flimsy sticker that I got out of like the Michael's Dollar section. And that usually means it's a planner sticker, and I'm sorry if you're hearing a lot of noise right now, but I just put my layout into my album because I'm trying to figure out how many albums I'm going to need for this cruise. I'm getting ready to fill the 3rd album already, and we haven't even done the excursions yet. So, yeah, this cruise is going to have a whole lot of photos, I think I'm going to do a bunch of either pocket pages or faux pocket pages, though, in there, because that does take up a good amount of pages for things that I really don't want to dedicate a layout to. Now, I also said that this was probably things I wasn't going to dedicate a full layout to, but honestly, I like the photos, right? They might not be what your average person would dedicate a full page to, but I like them, so I'm going to dedicate that full page to it. So this cruise word down here that is on the glass mat, that is what I pressed down here. And then I was like, oh, I think I like this title better after I saw it on the sticker sheet and where it says ship shape. And I was like, that would be so much better because this is the kind of stuff that is like keeping the ship shape. But as soon as I started to peel up that cruise sticker, it started to stick. And I was like, screw this, man. I guess I could pull up that entire bit of sticker that says cruise and use that on another layout and put another kind of label there with ship shape. But I literally just thought of that right now while I'm talking to you guys, and I've already put the layout away, and I'm lazy, and I'm not going to pull it out and do that. Let's be very real and very honest, right? Sometimes the scrapbooking that I do is because I'm lazy. And I'm not ashamed to admit that, right? Not every page has to be some sort of masterpiece that you spent 64 hours on, right? Like, I'm not feeling great. I'm like recovering from something. I left work early yesterday because I had the chills and I was getting a fever. Like, I don't know. My body hurts. I don't know. Something weird's going around, like a couple people are sick like that, and oh crap, the video's over, so I need to shut up. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.